welcome back to our channel. For those of you who are new here, we're just trying to document Sable. She's our little Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever. We're trying to show her progress from when we got her through when she becomes an adult and beyond. So be sure to check out our other videos if you haven't yet. So this week we thought we'd do something a little bit different, and we're going to show you some distinct features of a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever that are true to each of them. And she's just being kind of a nut right now. Alright, so to start off on some of the key features of a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever, or toller for short. The first feature is definitely this white stripe up her front. So you can see Sable's is actually fading as she gets older. We thought when we first got her it would get wider and wider, but hers actually seems to be kind of fading, and she has this one cute little white spot on top of her head, so we'll see what happens there. So that's the first feature. A lot of tollers tend to have a pretty thick one that goes the whole way from their nose up to the top of their head, but she just got a little one. The next feature I'd like to talk about is her nose. Some tollers have a pinkish nose, which if you're familiar with any other types of dogs, they tend to have more of a dark colored nose, so that's another unique feature of them. Sable's is pinkish. Right now she might have been burying some stuff outside, so it's a little less pink, but definitely she's on the pink side of things. The next feature I'd like to talk about are her eyes. If you want to come take a look at those. So when we first got her as a puppy, they were very, very blue, and if you look back at some of our older videos, you'll see that. They're starting to morph into this greenish, still kind of have blue flecks in them color, but she's gonna have a lighter look to her eyes all of her life. Something that I didn't realize before we got a toller is just how soft they are. She's super soft, and I don't know if that's just still her baby fur or if this is how they are. I mean, I've only ever really interacted with 2 or 3 adult tollers in my life. So that's another great feature in my opinion, because she's like a little teddy bear. If only she would sit still long enough to cuddle. The next feature that I can think of are these white little paws. Some tollers look like they're wearing socks. Sable's got white on 3 of her 4 paws. This 4th one kind of has a little bit of white, and some of her paws have a lighter pink bottom and some are a darker color. But you can see it, if you ever watch like a toller grooming video, you'll hear them talking about Grinch feet, where they start to get all this extra hair between their toes. It needs to be groomed. Sable is starting to get that now. We're obviously not grooming her quite yet because she's still a baby, but that will be the next thing. Speaking of feet, they also tend to have lighter colored nails, which really helps when you're trying to trim them, because you can see where the click is more easily than, say, a dog that has black nails. Growing up, I had a black lab, and it was really hard to trim her nails. Here's this. Oh, hey, what's this? What is that, buddy? Come here. Come here.
She's good there.
Okay. What else can I talk about? Good girl. She's also got some white on her chest. Actually, it's like she knew I needed this position. Up. You can see here, she's got some white right here, as well as in her back hindquarters. We call those her little feather pants, her little trousers. Another feature that Sable has is webbed feet. So this really helps her with swimming. As you can see from our video from last week when she really went into retriever mode into the lake. If you haven't seen that video yet, be sure to check it out, because she really progressed really quickly last week with her swimming. Speaking of kind of the water side of things, since they are meant to be a water dog, she has actually a dual layer coat, so she's got an undercoat, but she definitely is shedding right now since it's so hot in the summertime. And another unique feature is the size of this type of retriever. So, as I'm sure you know, tollers are the smallest of all of the retrievers. The average toller is anywhere from 17 to 21 inches tall, based upon if they're male or female, and their length is usually 1 inch or 2 longer than their height. So we wanted to test it out the other day and see at 5 or 6 months, or you know, all the different progressions, how big Sable is getting, which I wish we would have done all along. But I took a measuring tape out and I measured her hind quarter the other day, and she is actually already at 17 inches back there. So I know full grown is around usually a year, but she's already within that range. And lengthwise, she was 18 inches long, so she is an inch, or 18 or 19 inches. So she's an inch or two longer lengthwise than she is at her height. So we're wondering if this is about it for her as to where she should be, or if she maybe is going to be on the larger side because she is so young still. So if you have any experience with having a toddler puppy and kind of where they are in their growth at this stage, if you could leave a comment and let us know what we should be expecting, that would be great. Something else that's happening for Sable, just as a little quick update, is she is really teething. Really teething. Her biting got better, as we've talked about in the previous videos, but now it's getting worse again, solely because all of her adult teeth are coming in, so you can't fault her for that. She doesn't have either of her canine teeth right now. She lost all of her bottom teeth. She's got quite the little adult set in there. Her front center teeth are in and adult. Her back molars, I guess they're called molars in dogs, they've also come in too, so she's definitely turning into quite the little adult right before our eyes. So if any of you have any questions about Sable or our experience so far, or any suggestions for what you'd like to see in the coming weeks for the videos of her, please be sure to leave them in the comments below. We'll definitely listen to them. We'll respond. We'll hopefully be able to get some footage for you in those regards. We just want to be able to share with you everything that we've experienced so far so that you can be most informed if you're about to get a toddler or want to get a toddler someday, because they are a lot of work. They're super high energy dog and they do require a lot of attention and a lot of wearing them out mentally and physically. That is so true. So thanks again for watching this week, and be sure to subscribe, to like this video, and share it with your friends. See you next week.